Hey everybody, a Merry Christmas to you. You got the RV Wingman here. I was not going to be doing a video today, but this morning I watched a video on another YouTube channel. Actually, it's a video by my buddy Zach Reiniger. If you've been around my channel for very long, you know that Zach is a friend of mine. He works in the RV industry. I have the utmost respect for him. And today's video message from Zach was so, I don't know, it just hit me. And I hope that it will hit you as well and touch your heart, make you smile. Maybe think of somebody that needs a phone call or a pat on the back, a word of encouragement. So with that being said, we're going to play that video. Make sure you subscribe to Zach's channel. He's a good guy, smart guy, honest guy, and I consider him a friend. So Merry Christmas, everybody. Here's my friend Zach Reiniger.
Today I want to share a story. And this is a story that actually hit home for us, our family, this last week. And this is a story of, hardship, hard times, losing hope, and then finding that same hope again in something very small that to most of us would seem insignificant, and then completely changing someone's life. And this story, I think, is incredibly powerful because right now it's the Christmas season. And there's a level of, the Christmas spirit. And again, whether you celebrate Christmas or not, there's a spirit around this time of year. And it's about family and all the things, right? And this is a story of a particular person. And we don't know this person, but we've got to meet this person. Our street where we live here in Texas is a special place. And we live in a bigger neighborhood, but we're kind of on a cul-de-sac here at the end of a street. And we have a really strong community on our street. We get together. We have musicians on our street where we get together and have bonfires in the cul-de-sac with snow machines, and they're playing music, and it is very festive and it's very cool. And I'm going somewhere with this about this person whose life was in shambles. And this last week, we were all out on the street, pardon me, and a gentleman drove up in a car with his girlfriend. And he stopped to start talking to one of our neighbors named Anish. And he started telling Anish that he wanted to stop and talk to him because he wanted to thank him or thank someone on our street. And what he went on to tell Anish was, at the beginning of COVID, excuse me, at the beginning of COVID, he lost his job, lost a girlfriend, didn't know how he was going to actually pay bills and survive. And he ended up by the winter of COVID, so think 6 months in, he started delivering pizzas just to be able to eat. And he basically told Anish that he had lost all hope. And he didn't think that he was going to be able to make it. And I don't know what he meant by that, but it doesn't sound good to me, right? Like that sounds like someone who loses hope is in a dark place. And this is where it gets powerful. He said he was delivering pizzas and he happened to come down our street. And he told Anish, "Your street changed my life." And what he said was he saw so much participation, so many lights, like so much Christmas joy, if you will, that it gave him hope that there was something more out there. And he said that every year since then, he comes back to our neighborhood and drives our street because after delivering pizzas for a year to survive, he said, our street is the best street in Austin as far as how it feels, the community and the people. And this year, he came by in his new car, He's got a new career that's completely stable. He has a girlfriend who apparently, and he shared a lot, apparently they're very serious. And he wanted to bring her by this street because he talked about it all year long that they've been together because of the Christmas spirit on our street. And he was talking about how much this street meant to him and how much this street changed his life. And the really interesting thing about this isn't about like me sitting here saying, oh, our street's the best street, things like that. No, the bigger picture here is you never know the little things that you're doing that can have impact on someone's life. And I think this time of year, especially for some people, it's the best time of year. For some people, it's the worst time of year. Maybe they don't have family to share it with. Maybe they feel more alone than ever. Maybe they don't have enough money to put presents under the tree, let alone food on the table. And so it's a very hard time for some people this time of year. But you don't know how sometimes maybe just something as little bit of a friendly competition in our neighborhood that we all love can actually have an impact on someone else and change their life. And the reason I'm sharing this story with you is, first of all, it felt really powerful to me. And I'm sharing it because I want to challenge you to think about the things that you're doing in your daily life right now, this time of year. Who can you reach out to? Who can you be kind to? Is there someone that you know that's struggling? Check in on them. You know, is there a neighbor of yours that's alone? Maybe they're a widow. Maybe they're older. Bring them some cookies. Come say hi. Little things like that. You don't know where people are at in their lives, and you don't know what direction they're thinking about going. And sometimes it's that little thing. And a lot of times we do things that are just seemingly not that big of a deal. You hold the door for someone, you thank someone, you compliment that person on, hey, I love your sweater today. We don't know. I've talked about this before in videos, but you don't know the trickle-down effect that being kind to someone or reaching out to someone can have on their lives. And so in this time of year, I challenge you guys, and I'm challenging myself at the same time, have those conversations, reach out to someone, spread some love, hell, spread some Christmas cheer. You know, it's cliche. Sounds like a 1940s Christmas music to say, or a Christmas movie to say it. But that story of that man that came down our street and wanted to see one of our neighbors, wanted to see one of us, to thank us and to tell us that. It's very, very cool. And it's a little humbling. And it encourages me to want to do more. So I just want to encourage you to do more. Do you have any similar stories? Have you ever done something for someone, or not even for someone in particular, and had it impact their life? I'll tell you right now, if you do more of that, and the more you give to people, and the more you try and help people, man, there's nothing better. It's the greatest feeling in the world. And I think that it's a great season to be reminded to give. And giving doesn't always mean money, presents, things like that. Giving in a gesture, giving and showing some gratitude for someone, acknowledging that person you work with who works their butt off, but doesn't really get acknowledged that much. You know, I think that a true judge of someone's character is how they treat others who they think might be below them, right? Or you can see it in, how do they treat a janitor? How does someone treat a server at a restaurant? You can learn a lot about somebody if you go have dinner with them and see how they treat people. Anybody who treats a person like a server or somebody like that like crap, I don't want in my circle. I don't want to do business with, because you know that tells you that ultimately they're maybe not that good of a person. And so I challenge you guys to try and reach out when you have that server who's running and scrambling because it's the holiday season. Give them an extra $5. If it doesn't affect your, ability to care for your family, like maybe it does to them. Thank them. Hold doors for people. Help little old ladies walk across the street. Do all the little things that I think that we all need to make sure that we're getting back to doing more of. And I think if you ask for the awareness to see those opportunities, you'll find more of them. So I love you guys. I'm grateful for you. Thank you for watching. Tell me some stories in the comments. Let me know if you do anything like this. Do you help the homeless in your city? Do you do anything during the holidays? I would love to know. I would love for more ideas for myself and my family. I appreciate you, and I hope you have a wonderful holiday.
Well, I hope you see why this video touched me. Hopefully it meant something to you and that you are surrounded with family and friends and those that you love. And think about the people like Zach was talking about, people that we don't give much consideration to very often. Call them up. Let them know how much they mean to you. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I will pick it up with some brand new videos to start 2024. I wish you the very merriest of Christmases and a joyous holiday season. I'm Alan Warren, the RV Wingman. Be safe, have fun, play nice, and don't leave your good manners at home. Bye-bye, everybody.